Hello everyone, so we are at the Dragon Ball pop-up tour today. I'm here with Angelo. You want to say hi to my camera?
How's it going?
Yeah, we're doing the, right now we're in the line for the figures. This is a line, there's a lot of people there. Sorry, there's also, the line keeps going that way, so it's a lot of people here right now. Hopefully we can get some good figures, but, I don't know how it's going to go with the, all of that in front of us. I don't know. The event starts in about an hour.
There's a chance. There's a chance we could get some. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe there's a chance. I think I'm going to sit in line. If that's the stuff I want sells out, I'm probably just going to hop over. There's like a different line for like the giveaways and like the free stuff that they're doing. So that's probably the backup plan for me. But yeah, I'll do some updates, I guess. But right now we're still waiting in the parking lot. So yeah, you want to say anything?
Good luck to us. And for those who come after, good luck to you.
For those who come after. Here's an update on the thing. I guess we made it to like the entrance of the building, but still waiting. They didn't sell out of the Goku figures yet, so hopefully we get. They didn't sell out a lot of them.
They didn't sell on the ones we want, so.
I think if they do sell out the ones we want, we're probably just gonna say screw the line and just go do the other stuff till at least we get like to some enjoyment out of it. But for now, we still have some hope, I guess. You see up there is like little, I can't really see on the camera, but there's like an escalator, and that's where the light starts. Yeah, it's another update, so hopefully we get in soon. Hopefully I don't sell out of the ones that we want. I got an update on the video. We did not get the figures, they sold out, but we're kind of waiting in the line for like the giveaway right now. You can see like a lot of people want to get the free stuff, so we got here early for the giveaway, so
yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, so we might probably get this. The figure sold out though. It sucks, I guess. Alright everyone, so that's all the footage I recorded at the pop-up tour. This part's going to be unscripted, but I'm back in my college dorm now. So you're probably going to hear some like stuff like that, but this is completely unscripted. I'm just going off the top of my head what I wanted to say about the pop-up tour. Say what I liked, what I didn't like, give some feedback, give some information to people that plan on going to like some of the future pop-up tours they're doing. So that's what this part of the video is going to be like. So overall, I want to say the event was pretty fun. Like I enjoyed doing a lot of the free stuff. Free stuff was probably like the best part of the event. Like they had like the Dragon Ball Fusion World card game. You could like go there and teach you how to play it, which I thought was pretty cool. That's not really like something you get to see a lot of at these events, like teaching how to play a card game. That's pretty cool. They had like you could play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and they're giving away like a medal you could get. If, like it doesn't matter if you win or lost, they give you a medal anyways. But that's pretty cool. They had a bunch of like photo ops you could do. I'll put some pictures on screen of some pictures I took of me and Angelo when we were at the event. So that was pretty cool. They also had another store there. It wasn't like the Dragon Ball retail store. We ended up getting out of line at the retail line because they sold out of the figures that we wanted. So we ended up just doing the other stuff because they were like, we're not going to wait in this line if the stuff we wanted is already sold out. So yeah, we didn't get any of the figures, but they had another store. It was like the Bandai Namco store, and they sold a lot of similar stuff. Like they had Dragon Ball figures and stuff like that. So we ended up going to that store, and I bought some like One Piece cards as well as what else did I get? I got like a Zoro figure from One Piece. That was pretty cool. Like one of the Figure Arts ones. I don't think Angelo got anything while we were there because he wanted a statue, but it was like pretty expensive, so he ended up passing on that. So yeah, that was about that. I will say if you want to get like some of the exclusive figures, like the manga Goku or like the Kid Goku riding the Shenron or the exclusive statues, I would recommend getting there probably like pretty early. Like you're definitely gonna have to camp out there, and I knew like going into it we're most likely gonna have to camp out if we want any of those figures, but Angelo didn't really want to camp out, and I was like, I didn't want it super badly, and it's like if he doesn't want to do it and I didn't really care too much about it, it was like it's probably not worth just camping out there all day just for the figures. So we ended up just doing what we did. We went there, stuff we wanted sold out, so we just went and did some other stuff. After the figures sold out, they were doing like a giveaway with like tote bags that had some like goodies inside of it. I'll probably put a picture of that on screen so you can see what it was, but we probably waited in line on that for about like an hour. And if you do want to do like a tote bag giveaway like that, I'd say get there like 30 minutes to an hour early, because it is like a while supply is like, what's the word? All supplies last or whatever the phrase is. Just to have a certain amount. So if you really want that, just get there like a little early and wait in the line, and you'll definitely get one. They had a bunch of them when I was there. Like they're giving them out like crazy. I will say when we got to there, they ran out of like the hats with like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku hair on it, but I personally didn't really care too much about that, so I wasn't too bummed that they ran out of those. But they got all the stuff in the bag. That's probably the thing I cared about the least. But I guess like I said, though, those like while supplies last, so it was just whatever stuff they had is what you'd get, just depending on how early you were. So like the earlier you get in that line, it's like probably the more of like the giveaways stuff in that, like they show that you're gonna get in your bag. With the So I ended up while you were watching the video, and I kind of explained this part pretty bad, so I'm just gonna do a voiceover instead over it. So basically, I was talking about the sticker rally thing, and basically the way it worked is you would stand in line, and they'd give you a little like lanyard with like a little like box, and on the box were like empty slots, and you would go around and like do the stations, and then they'd put a sticker on your card, and then if you got like all the stickers, you'd get like a little standee. So basically, they called it the sticker rally. So if you're interested in doing the sticker rally, I will say it seems like they had a bunch of those to go around. Like they were opening these giant like cardboard boxes, like full of them, and then dumping them out on like tables and stuff. So I'd say they had plenty of that to go around. So if you want to do that, don't be worried about getting there super duper early for that. But that's all I'm going to say about this. So let me go back to the video now. So here's what I'll say. If you want to do the free stuff, like the giveaway, the sticker rally, they had some other like stuff they were giving away. Like if you follow like the premium Bandai thing, they're giving away like a folder you could get, or like the Sparking Zero medals for playing Sparking Zero, or what else do they have? They had more stuff, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you care about the stuff like that, I recommend definitely getting there. Like you don't have to get there super early. Like don't worry about being early if that's the stuff you care about. Just get to the actual part that you want to care about like a little early, especially if they have like a listed time for it on their website or wherever. Like if you like, I'd say the sticker rally or the bag giveaway, I'd say get there like half an hour early, but you don't need to be there like extremely early for those. Like they had plenty from what I saw. And then like the model kit was another thing I saw that I didn't mention. I think that was like you probably want to get there a little early because they're doing like time slots. So you'd sign up for like a time slot, and then you would go during your time and build a model kit. We didn't do that just because we were kind of a little low on time, and that would have been like a lengthier thing. But then they were doing giveaways like the premium Bandai thing. It's kind of just you walk up, show them your thing, and they give it to you. It's not like that kind of stuff. You don't really worry about being there on time or not. Like, that's just they're gonna be there when they're there, and then you can go do it. So. Like I said, all this stuff that doesn't involve basically buying a figure, like, really don't have to worry about being there early. If you just want to go and, like, get your free sticker rally stuff and the free tote bag and all that, like, yeah, just go do it. Don't worry about being there early. Just show up when you can, and I'm sure you could probably do everything there in a total of, like, maybe, like, 2 to 4 hours. You could probably try to get everything done. That's, like, assuming you don't do the retail. Like, that is just the free stuff. So this is going to be another voiceover because I kind of just over-explained this part in the video. Basically, so for the figure line, if you want one of the exclusive figures, you're going to have to camp out there. Bring your sleeping bags, your tents, your food, whatever you need. I would say the statues, like the big statues, those sold out within minutes. Like, they had people walking around with these signs with circles on them. Those statues were sold out the first time. I saw a person even walking around with those signs. So if you want that, get there as early as possible. That's like going to be the hardest thing to get. The manga Goku figures, those probably lasted for around 2 to 3 hours. So you're going to have more leeway for those if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking for those big statues, like, get there as early as you can. Like, when me and Angelo left, there were already people, like, waiting around at 5 a.m. for, like, the next day's worth of stock. So just to give you an idea of how early people were getting out to camp there. So the earlier you get out to camp, the better chance you're going to have to get the figure you want. So that's what I want to say about the figures. Basically, just get there earlier. The earlier, the better. So that wraps up this section. So hopefully this video has information that's helpful if you plan on going to a future pop-up, or maybe they're doing another Dragon Ball pop-up tour in the future. Maybe you want to see what the old ones are like, then that's our experience. I think I would definitely want to go to another Dragon Ball pop up if they do another one. Like I said, it's a fun time and I'd recommend it. Just make sure you do your research and manage your expectations. And one last thing I want to say is that kind of frustrated me was the staff there. They didn't really tell them like the amount of figures that they had there. So like me and Angela were kind of just waiting in line, but we just didn't know if like the stuff we wanted would have been there by the time we got to the front. So like it led to us waiting in line for probably around like 2 to 3 hours, and then we didn't get the figures we wanted. But I think if they just like they knew how many figures they had, it would have been a lot easier to like spend our time. Like we could have, if they knew they only had like 200 figures, and we knew there was definitely 200 people ahead of us in line, we could have just like not waited in line for that 2 hours and just did what we needed to do. I think that would have been very helpful, and we probably could have spent more time doing some of the stuff we missed out on. But that's probably my main complaint. Just hopefully in the future they can tell their staff like how many figures they have, give people like an idea so they can best utilize their time. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. We still had a pretty fun time, and I would say even with that, we still did like 80% of the stuff there. So it was pretty fun, all things considered. I'd recommend it. Just make sure if you want to go for the figures, get there early. If you want to do the other stuff, get there a little early, but don't camp out. But that's about it. That's everything I want to say about the pop-up tour. That's about it, guys. It was Taco Fusion. Peace out.